All right, here we go. The last video from inside the Randolph County Asylum. We're going to go to the basement. All right. This is where a lot of terrifying things happen for people. I did bring a flashlight this time so we can go in some of these dark rooms. But this is the mirror room. Got a bunch of mirrors facing each other so they can see if something can happen. But it's pretty cool. I've never really stayed in there much. And this is the, well, actually, there wasn't people staying down here except for one person. She started having mental issues because she had some disease, which was rough at that time, but this was her room. It's the only room in the whole building that has bars on the windows. Of course, there is a jail cell on the second floor, but this is the only one that has bars on the windows. And this was Ida's room. And I won't give you all the information about Ida, but she lived down here and she did have some medical issues, and she passed away right here in this room. And a lot of people get good stuff from her. People are leaving money for her and different things, flowers. So she communicates some. This is actually where Chelsea from Destination Fear or Project Fear, whatever you want to say, she was sitting here in the hallway, and she heard an old lady's voice, an older woman from down there at the end of the hall where the kitchen is, say hello, and she lost it, but it was pretty cool. If anybody saw that. So then he said most of these are just rooms, but supposedly nobody else stayed in the basement. This is this right here was the workshop. A lot of people say there was a man that was mentally challenged that used to stay down here, and he used to hammer nails and do different stuff in the wood here, and people leave little toys for him like this train and coins and a dollar bill there, but supposedly people get him, especially with the SLS camera. I've never actually got anything from this spot, but it's pretty cool. I'd have to get the tour guides to give me a better sense of, dates and times and names of people that were here. But the mechanical room is straight ahead. The boiler room is behind this door. And the mechanical room is there with the electronic panels and all that stuff. And then there's a exit right there that goes out to the slaughterhouse into the chicken coop. Supposedly there's one person that lived here that actually lived in this spot. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've been told. And then this is the kitchen. This is actually the women's dining hall. And then right here on the wall, this button still works, and this is how when lunch was ready or dinner was ready, this is what they used to call the people. rings through the whole building. It's kind of creepy. Somebody was here not too long ago and it was going off and nobody else was in the building, so that was pretty cool. But this is where Doris used to help out, the one had from the doll room. She used to help out cooking in the kitchen. And here's a picture of her from the newspaper back in the day. And when they heard somebody say hello, we're just assuming that's who said it because it sounded like an elderly woman saying something. A lot of people say the hallway with Ida's room is the creepiest, but this is the laundry room over there. But this hallway is much creepier for me. Just, I have goosebumps and my hair stand up on the end right now as I'm walking through here, but this side's darker. We've seen shadow figures down here quite often. When we're in the meat room, we get lots of EVPs, or we hear people walking down this hallway. And this is the meat room. They have somebody lay down on this table like they died or something, and one in the cooler. But the cooler was actually used during an epidemic that came out. They put a couple of bodies in there to keep them until they could pick them up, and I guess it spread the epidemic worse. But this room is pretty crazy. Lots of good EVPs. And last week, is it last week or the week before, Dan got a perfect shadow figure on that wall. It's a really cool picture. I hear something talking now. If y'all might have heard that on the video, but this room's kind of creepy, but it's really, really dark all the time, so. And to finish the basement off, there's this front part here. This is this back stairwell to the kitchen. And this was like the barber shop and little offices down here, but to help take care of the patients, inmates as they called them. But there was little offices down here, and I think they may even have the doctor's office down here, and a beauty salon for the women, and all that good stuff. So, but like I said, I'm not a historian for the building. I don't really know all that stuff, so just kind of telling you what I've been told or heard. But that is the basement. Randolph County Asylum. It honestly is pretty terrifying if you're by yourself. But I'll cut this one off now.